Hola, Peperinos!
Oh my goodness, look at that. We're live and in person. Oh, let me turn that down.
Sorry. the wonders of live video. Hi, hola, Peperinos!
What's happening?
Welcome to the first ever live stream of the Disney Beams. I'm Cherry.
And I'm Gooch.
And Josie's in there. So,
she's watching Guardians of the Galaxy.
She is.
Baby Groot.
She loves Baby Groot. This is the first time that we have ever done a live stream because we knew this video was going to be a little bit longer because we're going to be answering our Q&A questions. For those who participated in our 200th subscriber giveaway, you had the chance to ask us questions for a Q&A. If you want to do it tonight, use the comments below on this video if you want some questions answered. So, yeah, we have some exciting announcements quick.
Can you say all of that 5 times fast?
No. So we have a couple of exciting announcements regarding our trip in 21 days. 21.
We have made we made a pretty significant change.
We have. So originally we were planning on going to we were going to stay in Caribbean Beach. I kept a lookout because I was just a little concerned with all the construction going on, even though we got a good deal for it.
Right.
But today came available the royal rooms at Port Orleans Riverside, and I got one.
We got one.
And we got a river view too.
So it's good.
And we love Port Orleans Riverside. We absolutely love it. So that's an exciting change. But
we got some mail.
Let me see if I can make sure.
Yeah, we got mail.
Let's see. What does this say? It says from Davenport, Florida.
I wonder what would come from there.
I don't know. Let's.
When you're a month out from your.
And Andover says, "Oh my God, 21 days, jealous royal room. Hi, Ann. I love you, girl.
How's it going?"
Yeah, So
yeah, boom. So I thought I was getting blue this time.
No, I changed it.
What did you change it for?
You had blue last time.
I had blue last time.
Yeah,
okay,
remember we're trying to collect the colors on the new ones.
Well, I had green last. Oh, that's right.
No, it was the old model.
Okay.
That's why.
I still need a Darth Vader one.
They also have orange available now. I didn't know that until I went back on, but they have orange.
I don't plan on hunting at Disney World. I don't need blaze orange on my wrist.
No. Let's see what else come in here. Magic band info. I think we got that.
Yeah, it's just.
We got luggage tags too.
Oh, luggage tags. Sweet.
Money. Yeah. Literally.
You just went crime time.
I did.
If you guys know what crime time is, then you're cool.
Yeah. So that's some exciting news. We got mail and we got all kind.
We got our room updated. I'm glad about the room because I was concerned about the construction at Caribbean Beach and the fact that the quick service, I guess, cafeteria, for lack of a better way, was actually in old guest rooms.
Yeah, they moved them to old guest rooms.
Or less
I do want to stay at Caribbean Beach because I really do think it's really pretty.
After the refurb.
Yeah, we'll probably go after the refurb. But I mean, Coronado Springs, it wasn't that bad when we stayed. The main areas were still open, but Caribbean Beach is a little bit more. Oh my goodness, we got
so we have a special guest.
Oh, we do.
We have a special guest, and she is a super reader in training. She has her super duper computer, and if any of you are familiar with Super Y, then you'll know what we're talking about. The reason she's a super reader in training is that she hasn't quite figured out all the ins and outs of reading yet, but once she figures out how to read at only 4 years old, she will be a full-fledged super reader.
Right. But
this is her super reader in training.
Wait a minute, that's Josie.
What? It's not Josie. I couldn't tell who you were with your mask on.
I couldn't tell. Say hi, Josie.
Hi, Josie.
You want to blow kisses? Ann says, "Hi, Josie, you rock." Yes, she does.
She does.
Yes, she does.
All right, you want to go watch Baby Groot?
Yeah, go watch Baby Groot, baby.
We'll call you when
because people have asked you people have asked you questions. And if you catch this after the live stream, you can still ask us questions and we'll answer them. But because the video should go up as well. So,
Yes.
so we're just going to go
let's
ahead.
jump in.
We're going to get right to the questions, and we'll give you a shout out for asking questions. So, the first set of questions, they asked 5 questions. This is from Chickens Shed My Life.
Actually, she
I know her
very
as Daggy.
Yeah,
Yes.
very very sweet. Started following us a few weeks ago.
About a month ago.
About a month
yeah,
ago,
and she's
and,
very supportive.
Very
and-
supportive. Lots of great input that she gives.
Yes,
thank you.
lots of great input. Beautiful girl, love her. She's awesome. Her first she says, "Congrats on surpassing 200 subscribers, guys. Thank you, Daggy." Her first question is, "How old is Josie?" She's 4 going on 16.
Actually, she's 4 going on like 45, I think.
Yeah, she's a mess.
She is. She's super smart, but she's 4 years old.
She turned 4 in July.
Yes.
Her second question is, what are your favorite Disney vloggers? That's a great question.
That's for me. That's really hard, and the reason it's hard is because everyone has different. Everyone's has a different kind of angle of doing things, so it's really hard to compare and rank.
Right.
The vloggers. I like all of them for some of the same and many different reasons.
And I'm just going to put this out here. I have such respect for anyone who puts out content on YouTube, because you're kind of putting your life out there, you're putting your interests out there, and I have complete and total respect for anyone, because you really kind of put yourself at the risk of having trolls and little keyboard commandos trying, with the cyberbullying. But I mean, it's really hard for me to say. I will say the ones that, we'll
call you in here.
Gotta love live feed.
Yeah.
The ones that really come to mind, and it's by no means all of our favorites. Sprinkle Me Disney, Mermaid and Jedi Adventures, One Mouse, One Dream.
I've really starting to like Disney Food Blog.
Disney Food Blog is great.
Allears.net is really good.
Allears.net. Josie, okay, no, not while we're on here. No.
Come on. All right, it's time to go in there.
We'll call you when there's a question. I promise.
Wait, you want your super duper computer?
Let's see. Oh gosh. Happiest vlogs on earth are really good.
Okay. Go on back in there for a few minutes.
Oh gosh, that's so hard.
There are many. Joey's World.
It's Joey's World.
Joey's World is really good.
I think they've kind of took things down. They're going to revamp. The channel.
But if you have a chance to follow us, Joey's World, they have a really interesting take on doing Disney.
Yes.
And I'll just leave it at that. Go check out their content. They've got some really good tips out there.
Josie, please go in there and watch Groot, okay? We'll call you.
She's itching to steal the spotlight.
That's what she does. But no, it's just really hard to say, because I really love them all and I really enjoy them all.
I like everyone has a different perspective on Disney.
And a different filming style.
And we have our perspective. I mean, we're kind of looking at it not only through our eyes, but also through Josie's.
Right.
And trying to put stuff out to help with, what was that?
Oh, Lord, who knows?
I think that was Super Duper Computer.
It probably was.
But, we try to put out content not only that can be beneficial to adults, but also can be beneficial to adults with children.
Yes.
And how to navigate the parks with a young child and have it be enjoyable.
Absolutely.
Because there's nothing more frustrating than being in a park trying to have a good time with a child that's having a meltdown.
That's true.
And if you can follow some simple tricks and tips, because we've been there with the meltdown. We've also been there with really good times, and we've kind of learned how to, I don't want to say avoid, but we've learned how to navigate that whole situation and try to get out in front of the meltdowns before they happen.
Yes.
And save us all a little bit of frustration. And sometimes that means you take a nap,
right,
midday or stuff like that. So
some more that I've thought of. Method to the Magic is really good. They have a lot of great information because I know Melissa is a Disney planner,
do we
like
say
a travel
magical
agent.
moments?
Magical moments, yes.
Moments,
I love you guys. Coral Joy Travel is great. There's just so much.
There's so much. There's too many really to name.
It really is, but that's a great question, Daggy,
Yes.
and I'm sure there'll be more that come into my head by the end of this video. Number 3, who's Josie's favorite Disney character?
You want to ask her?
Yeah, Josie.
Hey,
come
Josie,
on in here.
come here. Now she doesn't want to come in here.
Oh, of course.
Josie, come here.
Josie.
Okay.
You're not Josie.
Who are you?
Doing training.
You're a super reader in training? Okay.
Josie, who is your favorite Disney character?
You said I'm super training.
Okay, super reader in training.
Okay, who is your favorite Disney character?
Disney character.
Is it?
Is it? Who's
it
your
Mickey
favorite? Who's your
or-
favorite character from Disney World?
Star Wars.
Star Wars?
Is it Star Lord or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Who from Star Wars is your favorite?
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
Okay, that's a different.
Darth Vader.
You like Darth Vader too?
And I like Han Solo and Princess Leia.
Yeah.
Baby Yo.
Okay, that's a daddy win right there. That is a total daddy win because we got the Star Wars going on.
Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you, Josie.
All right, thank you, baby girl.
Thank you.
All right, we'll
You're
call you
gonna
back in a minute.
you're gonna have more questions.
You're gonna have more questions. We'll call you in a minute.
Favorite memories at Walt Disney World. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
Every single thing that we've done there.
yeah, but I can think of 2 in particular for me.
Okay.
The first one happened at the Garden Grill,
Oh yes.
and it happened.
We do have a lot of questions, so
Yeah, it
let's-
happened in 2015, and we were there right after Josie's birthday in September. Her birthday's in July. We were there in September, and that was when Josie first met Mickey Mouse.
And she lost her mind.
And she
It
lost
was
her mind.
Awesome.
It was total awesomeness. The second one was the first time we rounded the corner on Main Street with Josie, and she saw the castle for the first time.
And lost her
And
mind.
lost her mind. So, I have a lot of other favorite moments, and it's funny that, we went before Josie, and we had a lot of great moments, many great moments. But when Josie came, it added a whole new thing to it.
It did. It did.
And changed our perspective completely. So
Yeah.
it's, those 2 moments are the ones that stick out in my mind as my favorite.
Yeah. Other moments, like when we both got picked to be on the American Idol experience.
Yeah,
that was
good.
really awesome. That was before we had Josie.
I don't know why I got picked because I can't sing.
Don't let him fool you. Yes, he can. Those moments, and the moment that I realized that I was pregnant with Josie, I was at Disney World. We were at Disney World in November 2012. So
Yep.
that just so many. I mean, there's just so many. But the ones you named in particular are fantastic. Her last question, Daggy's last question is: if you were to collaborate with autistic YouTubers, I'm one of them, would you do it and why? We would love to do it.
Absolutely. In fact, we've got some other vlogger friends that have autistic members of their party when they go to Disney.
Yes.
And they are very dear, sweet people. And absolutely, we would do that.
Absolutely. Daggy, thank you for your questions. You
Thank
asked
you
some
so much.
great ones. Thank you. Okay, next comes from Georgia Alice Germer. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah, don't hold us
I'm
accountable
sorry,
to
yes.
pronunciation if we don't get it right.
And she had a lot of questions. So, what's on the top of your Disney bucket list?
It used to be staying at the Polynesian,
But we got that.
We got that
Check.
one. So I think the next one, as far as a stay goes, would probably be
At Disney World.
At Disney World would probably be the Contemporary.
Contemporary or Wilderness Lodge.
But the biggest bucket list thing right now that I can think of is DVC, and we're working toward that.
Yes. Also, Disneyland. Going to Disneyland.
Disneyland, yeah.
in California and in Paris at some like way in the future.
But DVC, if you're not familiar, is Disney Vacation Club. It's their timeshare.
Yep. Do you guys watch Once Upon a Time? If so, who is your favorite characters? I love Once Upon a Time. I've not watched it this season at all.
Yeah, we haven't seen the season. I like it too.
I need to catch up on last season on YouTube. I mean on Netflix. I haven't had a chance to watch the last half of last season. So you're Mr. Gold?
Yes.
I love Mr. Gold. It's a toss up between him and Hook.
Hook. Give us the hook.
Hook is hot. But yeah, I love.
That doesn't sway her at all.
No, not at all. But I think it's great. Anne says Disneyland was my first. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, we haven't. Being East Coasters, we have not.
It's hard.
Made it out there. Now Cherry has been to L.A.
Yeah.
So she's been in the vicinity. I've never been to California.
In the vicinity, as in an hour away in North Hollywood.
Yeah, the closest I've been is Vegas. But that is definitely something that is high on the list, is Disneyland.
Yes. Favorite fun fact or trivia about Disney, like number of bricks used to build Cinderella's castle. 0. It's glass fiber kind of material. That's an excellent question.
We took the
Keys to the Kingdom
tour before Josie, of course, and one of the things I felt was really cool were all of the little facts that you walk through Main Street USA. There's so much going
on the windows.
On the windows.
Everyone that was sort of a benefactor or had something to do with the building of Disney World, their names are in the windows and like clever little configurations, like CPA or that was very interesting.
So those are actual people.
Yeah, and also the fact that Madame Leota in Haunted Mansion is named after Leota Toombs, who was an Imagineer, and her voice was done by, I cannot remember the lady's name, but
Lady Tremaine.
She was Lady Tremaine and Maleficent.
Yes.
So that's
she does kind of have that evil sounding,
doesn't she? But
voice.
I'm sure she was a very sweet lady.
Very strong,
I would love if you guys could share tips about books and movies about Walt or the parks. I know there are a lot of books, but I've never read them. I love Walt Before Mickey on Netflix and Saving Mr. Banks. I haven't had a Disney book in ages because I guess I've gone so much. I used to get like the unofficial guide every year when I would go with a different party. Usually those are really good to check out if you've never been to I think there is a Disney book, actually. It's called The Disney Book, that is available at Josie's book fair right now, and I'm seriously considering it as like a hardcover, like about that thick. The thing about getting a book about Disney is Disney, especially Disney World and Disneyland, if you're talking about the parks, it changes all the time.
Right.
So
it's hard to keep it up to
buying
date.
like one, but yeah, getting an unofficial guide if you've never been is a great way to start. Favorite magical moment that cast members did for you? That's a great question.
It really is.
Oh God.
Cast members are awesome. And
be nice to the cast members.
If you are nice to the cast members, they will be very nice to you.
Yes.
And I'm going to let you go first, but I have one if you don't take it.
Okay. I mean, I've always talked about my interaction with Senior Dusty Trails. Yeah. That's one.
And that interaction continues to this day.
Yes, because he still works. He still works
there.
at
and it's almost like sitting down with an old friend when we go in there now.
He still works at Whispering Canyon Cafe. Pretty much. Oh God.
Okay. And just ask my question: what is your favorite time of year to go, and when do you think the crowds are the lowest? Well, first of all, the crowds are never low anymore.
Not anymore. Not with
really
free dining,
because they fill it for free dining. But we've learned the hard way to try to go based on when the weather is nicer down there, because if you go anytime after like mid-April and anytime before, I want to say
October,
1st of October, there's this
It's miserable.
thing that's called swamp butt that happens. And it's because it's really hot and really humid. So our next trip is in 3 weeks, and it's going to be the week after Thanksgiving. That's probably a perfect time to go. We really like Food and Wine Festival during that time when that's happening. That's usually in October through mid-November.
I think it starts at the end of September through mid-November.
But really, beginning of October through mid-November.
I know about swamp butt. That's right. You live in Texas.
You do. Really, I would say the late fall to early spring months would be our wheelhouse. For that.
Lowest crowds. It really does. Like I said, it really doesn't exist anymore. Now, it was pretty decent when we went in December last year. It was like the first week of December. And that second week of May was pretty good.
Yes.
The
second week of May.
So
was
thank
hot.
you, man. Yeah,
it was hot.
Yeah, it was. But as far as crowds
go, it was pretty good, but it was hot.
Yeah, because it wasn't yet Memorial Day.
It was before Memorial Day.
Okay, back to the magical moment by cast members. I may be stealing yours. I don't know. This past trip from May. You're gonna see this in an upcoming vlog when I start doing the May trip. Okay, Josie, no, not if you're gonna swing that around, please. No.
Yeah, no swinging the mask around.
We were trying to figure out what we were gonna do. We couldn't find a fast pass for anything because it was actually very crowded.
Oh, this is a good one.
That particular day. And one of the cast members just came up to us. We were just kind of standing there just trying to figure out. We were looking at wait times, trying to figure out.
We were actually standing by one of the trash cans outside of Seven Doors Mine Train.
Yeah, and we were trying to figure out what to do. And this cast member came up to us and asked, can I help you? And I was like, no, we're good. We're just trying to figure out what we're going to
next?
do.
Yeah.
It seems like everything's kind of full right now. And he said, so what are your names? And we told him our names. He started writing this thing down. And we're like, okay.
What's that?
So he gave us this piece of paper, and it was a fast pass for any ride
at any park
during the week
for 7 days.
And he escorted us over to Winnie the Pooh, and
took us through the fast
to the fast pass line and told them to let us in.
And then not only that, we tried to use the fast pass later in the week that he had given us at Haunted Mansion and
they gave it back to us and said,
don't use it for this, use it somewhere else.
Yeah, just go ahead and go in fast pass.
So we actually got 2 fast passes out of that.
Yeah.
He just came up and did that out of the blue, and we weren't asking for it. We were just trying to figure out, okay, what are we going to do next? Can we get another fast pass now? Because we'd used our 3 for the morning already, and it was like 11 o'clock. We try to do that so we can get more.
Nope.
All right, Josie.
We'll call you when you get a question.
Go
She just gets so rambunctious, and I'm like, I can see
trying
it.
to steal the spotlight.
Well, I can see that getting hit upside my head too.
Yes,
so.
yeah,
that was the particular one that come to mind because
that's a really good one.
So like I said, we got a lot of questions to get through. So let's go ahead.
Yeah. Well, that one, and then there was the one in particular when we were at California Grill. And Josie was having a moment, and this is where we learned about taking naps during the day. And and cast members and customer service is top notch every single time,
absolutely.
and that's what I'm about to outline. We were at California Grill, and it was our anniversary dinner, and Josie had not had a nap, and she was tired. We were tired. We were Disney done.
Yeah.
And Josie was having a meltdown, and we were trying to watch the fireworks from the fantastic table right up against the window at California Grill that they had given us because it was our anniversary dinner. And they brought a cake out for us. Or they brought cupcakes out for us. And
no, go in there.
Josie,
go in there. Go in there.
I know. You want to be front and center. They brought these cupcakes out for us for our anniversary, and Josie would not let us have them without screaming because she wanted them. She's 4. And she was tired. She had not had a nap, and she didn't understand.
So it's kind of our fault.
What was going on. So it was kind of our fault. So this is one of the things that we've learned, that you take a nap during the day.
Yeah.
When it's hot and, crowds are high. So you just go take a nap and then come back later. But rather than letting us miss out on that, she gave us more cupcakes to go at no
and
no
those
cost.
things were
They were huge.
It was huge, and oh my god, it was so good. It had chocolate ganache and covered in chocolate. Oh my god.
And we enjoyed them back at the room. So
Yes,
that was
because
that
she was asleep.
Yeah, and that was just one of those little touches that they add.
That was fantastic. Yeah. Absolutely. About the upcoming Disney live actions like Aladdin and Lion King, what are your thoughts? Personally, I'd love to know more about Jasmine and Nala's point of view or backstory. I'm
intrigued.
I'm intrigued, but I'm going to be honest with you. It seems like they're just rushing through all of the classic movies and redoing them. And we grew up not seeing like Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty when they first came out, and they were just kind of passed down to us.
Right.
If you keep remaking these as live action, I'm afraid that the appreciation for the older ones is going to go down, and I hope that's not the case.
Well, I will say I really enjoyed.
We really enjoyed Beauty and the Beast.
Well, and I really enjoyed what they did. I don't know if you've seen it, but I really enjoyed what they did with Maleficent.
I fell asleep during Maleficent.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed what they did with Maleficent, and they gave you kind of a sympathetic view of Maleficent.
She's the mistress of all evil.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed how they put the spin on that. I mean, you know, it really didn't excuse what she did, but you kind of said, well, I kind of see why she did that.
Yeah.
When you watch that, so I'm intrigued, and I did like what they did with Beauty and the Beast. I thought Ewan McGregor was fantastic as Lumiere.
Yes.
And
he's fantastic.
Ian McKellen. I mean, come on.
Yeah. So. But I mean, it should be interesting. I just hope that, like I said, all these remakes and reboots or whatever with the live action does not diminish the
originals.
The love and appreciation in the future generations for the originals.
Because the artistry in those originals is
fantastic.
It was
for the time period
really
with the technology at that time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Really ahead of its time.
If you guys could add any character to appear at Happily Ever After, who are your choice? I don't know who all is in it. I know that I'm happy that they added Hunchback of Notre Dame and Captain Jack Sparrow, because Hunchback gets no love whatsoever, and it's one of my favorites.
We actually have not seen Happily Ever After.
Well, we did from California Grill,
but we haven't seen it from right in front of the castle.
Yeah.
So you really couldn't see the projections really well from California.
I mean, you could, but you
could, but you couldn't.
Couldn't.
We've seen some YouTube videos of it, and
so I can't really.
I was kind of half asleep when I watched it, so I was like, on the
so we really can't make that call until we actually see it, like on Main Street. But the fact that they it looks like they put a lot of the characters in it. I think Hercules is in it. I would love to see another movie that I love that doesn't get a whole lot of love is Treasure Planet. Have what is his name? Jim Hawkins from Treasure Planet.
They need some Brer Rabbit.
Brer Rabbit. Oh, and what's that other movie that wasn't not Treasure Planet? The other one that Atlantis. The guy,
Atlantis,
the kid from Atlantis. Add those in because those
two
they were very good. They were very ahead of their time. So
they didn't get the love some of the other Disney movies did. But
exactly,
they were really good.
So if I had my choice, it would be them. Because I'm pretty sure they're not in it because they never get any love. My question for you, if you could choose a pavilion at Epcot, what country would it be?
I think
I think Brazil is coming. There's another one, and I can't remember. I think it's rumored. That's all rumor. If it were up to me, I would love to see a Brazil. They're going to be adding two.
There needs to be some South America representation.
But I would also like to see Australia.
Australia and what about like Eastern Europe and even Russia to a point.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
fantastic cultures in those countries and and like the Czech Republic and some beautiful architecture.
Romania.
Can you imagine some of the architecture from the Czech Republic in the middle of World Showcase? That would be fantastic.
Think about the castles you have in Romania and stuff like that. So I mean, you've got a lot of Yeah, there's a lot you could explore there.
Yeah. She also says, Disney Beams, thank you for this great opportunity. I love to talk Disney. It's a pleasure to ask questions and wait for the answers. See you real soon.
Yep,
Thank you so much. I'm guessing it's pronounced Georgia.
Georgia
it's not,
Alice.
It's not.
Germer.
I don't know if it's Georgia because it's got a that on the O. So I hope I pronounced it right. But thank you so much for the questions. The next set of questions comes from Family Fun Unboxing. How did you guys meet?
Okay, this is a funny story. We were boyfriend and girlfriend in the first grade.
Yeah.
And how it happened is we were on the playground. No, I kid you not. We were boyfriend and girlfriend
at a daycare.
We were on the playground, and I walked up and I said, "Cherry is my girlfriend," and she said, "Okay."
I said, "Okay."
I didn't say Cherry. I said her actual name, but then I moved away. My parents. This was 1980, 81.
You were what, all of 6 or 7?
So my parents moved us away, and we lost touch. We just because we didn't have
there was no such thing as cell phones
and cell
Facebook.
Phones and Facebook or internet back in the early 80s. So we just kind of lost touch. Mm-hmm. Well, 30 years later, I get this friend request on Facebook. And I look at it and I'm like, we do some of the same things and we work for the same company, imagine that. And our names are similar. How do I know you? I sent her this message and she said, I was your first girlfriend, you dummy. And then I'm like, oh. So, and then we just started to talk, and as we continued to talk,
things happen, and
the fire was lit again from first grade.
It was literally as if nothing had.
What's funny is what we found out is even though we had been apart for 30 years, we were still basically the same person.
Yeah, and we had the same interests, and
so
politically we're the same. We have the same ideals. I mean, it's just it was just crazy.
It's crazy how much the same we were.
Yeah, and
even after being apart for 30 years.
And then we had a long distance relationship. He lived in Richmond. I was still living in Charlotte at the time. I got
for about 6 months.
For about 6 month. So I would go up there every other weekend. He would come down here on the opposite weekends. But then I got laid off from my job at the bank. And
so we just moved her up.
I just moved up.
Yep.
And we've been together ever since. I love you.
I love you.
Okay. Is Josie your only child? Yes, she is.
She's our only child and probably will be.
Probably. We're getting up in age. So.
Yeah, I'll be. I'm in my mid 40s. So
and I'll be 24 next week. So
right. So. So yeah, she's probably the only one, but you know what? That's great because
she's loved and
she's amazing and she's awesome and we get to do things with her for the rest of our lives. So
yes,
that's awesome.
It's awesome. Who is your favorite vlogger? We've gone over some of the Disney ones. I like watching beauty channels because I love makeup. I know it doesn't look like it.
Not my favorite to watch.
But I love watching I
like What Culture.
What Culture is great. I'm curious to see Cultaholic, the guys who just left What Culture. What Culture and What Culture Wrestling we really enjoy. I also love beauty drama channel, especially Rich Lux. He is a hoot. If there were like a gay man talking about beauty, it would be me. he would be me because he's got that same that's the tea, honey. He's got that same personality that I do. Karina Kaboom is also great.
Did she just say Taserface?
I think she said Taserface.
She said Taserface.
But yeah, we have a bunch of different vloggers that we love, Disney and otherwise. What made you start a YouTube channel?
Vanity.
Well,
Vanity.
yeah. Well, funny
Vanity.
thing
We
is,
like to hear ourselves talk.
yeah. Well, funny thing is, it didn't start out as a Disney Channel. It started out actually as a karaoke channel.
Vanity.
Yeah, because we used to film each other singing karaoke because we used to go like every weekend or at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. And we started filming ourselves do karaoke, and it was just like, wouldn't it be a hoot if we just put this out on YouTube?
Vanity.
Vanity, or just say, hey, look at those goobers that are
Every time I say
singing.
Vanity, I think of the Bee Gees. Vanity.
Yes, tragedy.
Yeah, I know.
But so it started out as a YouTube channel, as a karaoke channel. We actually still have the karaoke playlist if you want to check it out.
Watch
check out
her
these.
stuff. You don't want to watch mine.
Don't listen to him. He can sing.
No.
Go back in there, baby.
I can't find my piece.
You can't find your what?
Peace.
The right one.
Well, just go find it.
You can go find it.
Yeah, that room's
doing a puzzle?
that room's not that big.
Yeah, you can do your puzzle. You know how to do it.
What is your favorite Disney movie? All-time favorite Disney movie?
Star Wars. It's a Disney movie now, so I can say
It is. For Disney, Josie.
Oh, you found it.
Good job,
All right.
baby. Go work on it. For Disney, I'm gonna say Little Mermaid because of Ursula. For Marvel movie, we have a question about that later. We'll get into that. But yes,
If
I do.
I have to say actually,
And if
Disney
it's Star Wars,
movie,
it's Empire Strikes Back.
yeah, Empire Strikes Back. If I actually have to say an actual original Disney made by Disney, like with Disney characters, like original Disney characters movies, I would have to say, man, that's really tough. I like Aladdin because of the genie, Robin Williams.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we're doing good. Doing good.
How
Is it Bop and
how are we all
Brady?
doing? Boppin' Brady or Bopin' Brady?
I'll say
We're doing
Boppin'.
great, guys.
Yep,
Thank
doing
you
great.
thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Favorite. So your favorite all-time Disney movie is
I would say Aladdin because of the genie. I love Robin Williams.
I love Robin Williams. Yes.
Yeah.
2 + 2 +. Okay. I'm reading his comment. That's kind of funny. What time of year do you prefer to go to Disney?
We kind of covered this a little bit ago.
Yeah.
So some of these questions there may be some duplication, but I'm just going to summarize by saying the beginning of October through probably the beginning of April.
What
The
weather-wise? Yes.
late fall to spring,
Yeah.
basically.
Yep. Do you live close by to a Disney park? Unfortunately,
About
we
8
live
hours.
about 8 hours.
Yeah.
But we have started driving since we moved from Richmond
Yeah,
to
we're
the Charlotte area.
we're about 500 miles from Orlando.
Yeah. What items do you love to collect most from Disney? I
like T-shirts, pins,
T-shirts.
too.
I've also gotten into
the mugs.
We love mugs,
Yeah.
and I've really gotten into doing like refrigerator magnets.
Yeah, we have started getting a pretty good collection of Disney refrigerator magnets.
Right. Let's see. What items? What is the items you least collect from Disney? You know, I've gotten away from doing pins because it's just so much. There's so much money involved in it.
Yeah, and really, I mean, yeah, the pins are cool, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. For us, I was just
Overall, what is your favorite item you've collected from Disney? If you're talking about from the parks, it'd probably be these two guys,
yeah, she likes those.
Mickey and Minnie as Jack and Sally. Overall, I did a video for Disney Swag. Whoop, there we go. I did a video for Disney Swag where I showed my very first ever stuffed animal, and it was a Mickey from the Mickey Mouse Club in the 70s.
Yep. I mean, for me, I'm probably wearing one of them. I mean, it's just I'm a t-shirt. I'm a t-shirt person.
That's a great shirt.
So I like to pick up t-shirts on there.
So Family Fun Unboxing, thank you so much for your question. Next set of questions comes from Haley Brown. Hi there, great giveaway, such a generous idea. Like, subscribe, thank you so much.
Yes.
What is your favorite ride at Disney World?
My favorite ride at Disney World. for me, I'm a roller coaster fiend and and if I'm gonna say Walt Disney World, I'm gonna encompass all the parks.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say Rock and Roller Coaster.
Very good. Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I knew that.
What Disney resort hotels have you stayed at? I have stayed at. I've stayed in the campsites at Disney at
Fort Wilderness.
Fort Wilderness before with a different group.
But we've also stayed at Pop Century.
We've stayed at Pop Century,
Port Orleans Riverside,
Coronado Springs,
and the
Poly.
Polynesian. Yeah. Polynesian was last December.
Which of those were your favorite? The Polynesian.
Polynesian by far.
Yeah.
I mean,
Port Orleans Riverside is a close second.
It's close, but well, I'm gonna take that.
Yeah,
the Polynesian isn't even. I mean, Port Orleans Riverside isn't even close to the Polynesian.
Yeah,
but it is a nice resort. I
did like Coronado Springs.
And yeah, Pop Century was nice. The only beef I had with Pop Century,
it got really crowded.
Because it got really crowded, and the bus lines were long, and the buses were crowded, and it took a long time in between buses because of the distance. So, but outside of that, the resort was nice.
Right, but yeah, the Poly by far.
The Polynesian.
Well, go find it. Go find it. What is the best restaurant in your opinion at Disney?
Okay, this is not a contest for me. My favorite one is Ohana.
On Disney property, yes.
On Disney property, it's Ohana.
For me, I know it used to be 50's Primetime Cafe, but
we do want to stay at French Quarter sometime.
Yes, we do want to stay at French Quarter.
We've been through there at French Quarter, staying at Port Orleans Riverside, and we've seen it. We really like it over there. So yeah, that's definitely one we'd consider staying at.
But for best, it has been 50's Primetime has been overtaken by Chef Art Smith's Homecoming.
Yeah, Chef Art Smith's Homecoming is really good.
That fried chicken is so
really good, and the hummingbird cake is fantastic.
Their chocolate cake is nothing to sneeze at.
But for me, it's still Ohana.
Who are your favorite Disney characters? If we're talking traditional Disney, definitely Sorcerer Mickey is my favorite of all time for traditional Disney. Star Wars, Han Solo. Marvel, it's a three-way tie between Iron Man, Deadpool, and Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now for me, I'm just gonna say Mickey. I mean, it's all about the mouse, right?
He's the big head honcho, the big cheese. It's about the mouse.
And then for Star Wars, it's Darth Vader. I mean, come on, the whole story is about Darth Vader. Even the new, it's all about Darth Vader.
It is.
And then for Marvel, Thor. I'm a Thor guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
So thank you, Haley, for your questions. Next set of questions comes from May Rodriguez. I'm sorry. Hi, May. Welcome on 200 subs. Enter me in the giveaway, and you were entered. I'm sorry you didn't win, but thank you for subscribing. And question for Q&A: what is your favorite Disney or Marvel movie? If I win your giveaway, I would buy the new Spider-Man movie with the gift card. That would have been a great idea because my man Tony Stark is in it.
And I've actually heard that that's a really good movie.
We've kind of answered this a little. We've kind of already answered this. I love Little Mermaid because of Ursula. Marvel. It's a three-way tie between, well, I guess technically a four-way tie between the original Iron Man, Deadpool, and the two Guardians of the Galaxy
Deadpool
movies.
Is actually not Disney because Deadpool's in the X-Men.
But it's Marvel. She said or Marvel.
Well, yeah, but it's in the X-Men universe, which is not part of the Disney.
Yeah, but it is Marvel. She asked Disney or Marvel.
Right.
So,
but for me, I would say Aladdin because of Robin Williams, and then. It's really hard to not say Deadpool or Guardians of the Galaxy or the original Avengers for me.
That was a really good one too.
Because I really liked when Hulk grabbed Loki. And just
that was great. That was great. Thank you, May, for your question. Next set of questions comes from Destiny Morna. Hi, Destiny. Congrats. I love watching your unboxings. Thank you. We love doing them.
Yeah, they're fun.
If you could subscribe to one subscription box, what would you pick? We really love Mickey's Mystery Box.
Yeah.
We get a great value in that. I would like to try some of the others at some point. But
I like the Smuggler's Bounty too, but if I had to, Smuggler's Bounty is the Star Wars box from Funko. But if I had to choose between the two, I would go with Mickey's Mystery Box.
Also, what is your favorite must-do restaurant in the parks?
In the parks.
At Hollywood Studios, definitely
50s
Prime Time. Oh, God, at Epcot, there's just so flipping many.
Garden Grill.
Garden Grill is usually a go-to for us. Animal Kingdom is kind of lacking.
Actually, Tusker House is good.
Tusker House is, Tusker House.
And the quick service Yak and Yeti is really good.
Yeah,
I like the actual sit-down Yak and Yeti. It's good too.
Yeah, but definitely for me, Tusker House.
But we're hearing that
Satuli Canteen.
Satuli Canteen is awesome. I want to try the cheeseburger pods. So that's on the list for our next upcoming trip, and we're hearing from Disney Food Vlog that Animal Kingdom's really stepped up their game,
especially
from a food standpoint.
Yeah, especially with the quick services in particular. With the quick
service in particular, so we're gonna try out some of the stuff that they suggested.
Can't wait.
And if you haven't seen their vlogs out there, go check them out because they got some great information.
And Magic Kingdom.
Casey's Corner, Columbia Harbor House,
Pecosville we really like. But for me, Casey's Corner, just because it's a must hit every time.
We like Crystal Palace. Diamond Horseshoe is really good if you've never done that. I mean, they're all good. I mean.
But thank you, Destiny, for your questions. Next set of questions comes from our friends at Magical Moments.
Hey guys, how you
Sarah.
doing?
How you guys? Congrats on over 200 subs. What are some of the things on your Disney bucket list? Resorts, restaurant, events, etc. I would like to try a dessert party for Happily Ever After at some point.
And staying at the Contemporary.
And staying at the Contemporary.
And I would like to do this for Cherry sometime, is do a dinner at Victoria and Albert's.
Yes, I would love to do Victoria and Albert's, yes.
Yep.
I mean, there's so much on our bucket list that we have to check off. But those in particular are good ones. What is your favorite time of year to visit Walt Disney World? We've gone over that one. Which Disney character do you most identify with?
Probably Goofy for me.
Oh, absolutely. There's no question on that.
Well, maybe a mix of Goofy and Donald.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, ew.
Sorry.
For me, it's probably Judy Hopps. Because I don't know when to quit.
That's true.
I really don't. I really don't. So that's a really good one. What is the first Disney movie you ever saw? Oh my God, that's going back to the 70s, back at Tiny Tots.
Man, that's.
It was either. I want to say it's either one of three. It was either Song of the South, believe it or not, Bambi, or Old Yeller.
The first one I remember seeing was Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Yeah, okay. It was on the you know how they had the Saturday night ABC Disney movie?
Yeah.
That's the last one I remember. The first one I remember was Pinocchio.
Yeah, but for me it was one of those three, and I saw Old Yeller and Bambi in the same week.
I can't watch
animal movies to this day because of it.
Yeah, you can do Lion King, but yeah.
Yeah, but I have to leave the room when Mufasa dies.
Yeah,
I have to leave the room. When did you realize you had become a Disnerd? Pretty much back in the 70s. I mean, I've always had a big love of Disney. If you're talking about a Disney planning nerd, it's pretty much when I started planning trips for us. I just, sat there with my spreadsheet and.
This is something that we really grew up on. I mean, I remember, as a young child sitting on the floor at my grandparents' house watching the original Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Now, granted, they weren't...
Mickey Mouse Club, yeah.
Mickey Mouse Club, yeah, not Mickey Mouse Club, the original Mickey Mouse Club. And, yeah, they weren't first run, but, I mean, they still were in syndication, and I remember watching that stuff. So, it's really been something that we've just grown up with.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, I became a Fosney girl. That's a little joke between Sarah and Missy from Sprinkle Me Disney and myself because autocorrect hates my guts on Twitter. On Twitter. God, I can't Fosney.
That's okay. I live you.
Yeah, he does say that all the time
I
when he's texting.
I live her.
Thank you guys for your questions. Next set of questions comes from Dr. Kara. It's either Kara or Kara. She is great on Twitter. She gives great feedback, and she's very supportive of us. Thank you so much. Her first question is, was the Star Wars dessert party worth it? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
If you are a Star Wars fan, absolutely do it. Okay, baby.
And my finger gone.
Oh, well, go find them. They're in there.
They're probably in your toy box.
No one took them. I promise.
Or they're probably they might be in that box beside the wall.
But absolutely, if you're a Star Wars fan, absolutely, because they have a plethora of desserts in there, really unique desserts, and the viewing you get of
it's outstanding, and they have an area in front of the area for the kids.
Yes.
If you have children, so
yes. So it's to me, it's absolutely
worth
it. Any other dessert fireworks parties you would like to do? Happily Ever After. I'd like to do one of those because they offer several. I wouldn't mind doing one of those cruises where you can watch the fireworks from the water too. I think that would be very interesting. And I'd like to do an Illuminations. They have like a Illuminations dessert party. I think that would be really cool.
I don't think you can beat the table we had at
Rose and Crown. Absolutely not. What tours do you want to go on at Walt Disney World? All of them. We've done Keys to the Kingdom.
The Caring for the Giants.
Yes, we've actually talked about doing it on this trip, maybe.
And we first.
You probably heard
Guardians of the Galaxy. But we first heard about that particular tour from one of our vlogger friends,
Sprinkle Me
Disney, and they gave a really good insight into what that is. Well, baby girl,
well, you gotta look for them.
You gotta keep looking. You'll find them. They're in there. She needs to give herself a haircut. She says.
Yeah. Please don't.
Well.
Okay. But yeah, definitely caring for the Giants. I wouldn't mind doing the behind.
No, she's not actually giving herself a haircut.
She's not.
She's got her little toy hair stuff. That she
I really like the idea of doing the behind the scenes tour too. I think that would be really neat because I love Epcot and I love living with the land. Have you tried the new mobile ordering? No, it was not up, but when we went in May.
No, it wasn't.
We're definitely going to try it this time because we're going to do Satuli Canteen, and that's definitely the way to go. We're going to give it a shot, and we'll let you know once we do it. Have you tried a minivan? No, we haven't.
It had just started when we were there in May.
Yeah, and we didn't stay at a deluxe. So.
We didn't stay at a deluxe, and we had our own vehicle, so we really kind of just carted ourselves around.
Do you want to try a minivan? If we ever wind up flying again, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just so much easier for us to drive now that we live in Charlotte. So thank you, Dr. Cara. Thank you. Check her out on Twitter. She's awesome. Okay, but
you found it?
Okay. All right, keep going.
She found it.
Okay. So our next set of questions is from our friends at Mermaid and Jedi Adventures.
Hey,
Hi guys.
How's it going?
I can't find the rest.
Well, Josie,
go find the rest.
Just go find the rest. It's okay. She says, they say, congratulations, what a fabulous giveaway. And you won it.
By the way, Mermaid and Jedi Adventures were our winners.
Yes. So question from Lori. What has been your top character interaction at Disney, or narrow it down to 2? The Talking Mickey at Town Square.
The first time Josie met and she did the hot dog dance. And then my second one would be Sorcerer Mickey. At Hollywood Studios.
Mine would have to be her interaction with Elena of Avalor.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good one too. Oh, and what about Anna?
And Anna in 2015 when she's jumping up. There's a video out there if you want to watch it.
I don't know if we can narrow it down to 2.
I think those are the. I think
it's interesting that they all involve Josie interactions.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Question from David. What are you most looking forward to on your November trip? Well, it's hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, hanging out with you guys and hanging out. We might hang out with Magical Moments as well.
Yes, yes.
So,
meeting some vlogger friends.
Meeting some vlogger friends and enjoying the awesomeness of Disney and perhaps a Dole Whip.
Well, perhaps. Absolutely.
With friends.
Absolutely.
Because when you dip, okay.
And to dwip.
I was about to say we have come up with a new verb, and it's to dwip. And when you dwip, we dwip. We all dwip. Or when you dwip, I dwip, we dwip.
Dwip.
To dwip.
Verb. To eat a Dole Whip.
To eat a Dole Whip.
And then, okay, a second question for Lori, because she can never keep it to one. What are some of the ways to keep entertained, pass the time on road trips and flights to Disney World?
That's a really good question. Now, Cherry had a really good idea this last trip, and we actually attempted to identify license plates from all 50 states and then some. So we actually got, we were in the 40s.
Yeah, we got like 40. I want to say 46.
And then on top of that, there were some
Canadian provinces for you guys.
For you guys. So
no Manitoba, unfortunately.
Yeah, we didn't see Manitoba out there, but we did see some Canadian provinces.
Yes.
And then
a U.S. government vehicle too.
Well,
yeah, several of them.
That's not surprising on I-95, but
yeah, but
so yeah, that's kind of how we pass the time.
Yeah,
and then listening to music we
listen to music when we're driving. You're gonna see us act like goofballs on the travel day for the May vlogs, but
we never act like goofballs.
I know, but when we fly, what I like to do is sleep. Well, he sleep. He and Josie sleep. I do word finds, because I'm a word find fiend. I love it. And then I also listen to my iPod. I listen to music to kind of soothe me, because I fly okay. I don't take off very well, but
you don't land very well.
I don't land very well either. But just to kind of soothe me and relax me, I listen to music. But I have a rule: I will not listen to music from an artist that died in an airplane crash. So no Patsy Cline, no Buddy Holly, no Leonard Skinner,
no Richie Valens.
So, but usually
usually
I'll listen to the Mavericks or Michael Bublé if I really want to be kind of soothed.
Chill.
So, yeah. So thank you guys.
Yep. Thanks, Ash.
Can't wait to see you,
because some guys take their shift out, go up the wing with some speed, and go to the net. Yeah.
Next set of questions from my friend Stephanie Wooden. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
She's an old friend of mine from an old I think it was an AOL chat board for female hockey fans, the old BLP. She's also a Rangers fan. Go Rangers.
Go Blackhawks.
Go Rangers.
Blackhawks.
Congrats on the subscribers. What do you both do for a living?
I work for a bank.
And I am an administrative assistant in the legal department for a healthcare company. And healthcare insurance company.
I basically work in the back end doing loan servicing.
Yep. So, and you're a manager.
Commercial loan servicing.
And you're a manager.
Yeah.
Where do you go on vacation if you didn't do Disney?
Well, the last, I always jump in on her like that, don't I?
Yes, you do.
You're welcome. The last trip that we did that wasn't Disney, we actually took a musical tour through Tennessee. Mm-hmm. We drove from Richmond, Virginia, all the way to Memphis, Tennessee. We spent a couple nights in Memphis. We went to Graceland. We stayed at the Heartbreak Hotel.
Yeah,
we went to Sun Records. We went
Rock
to
and Soul
Museum.
Toured Beale Street a little bit.
Toured Beale Street a little bit, and then we came back the way we came. Basically, we stopped in Hurricane Mills, which is the home of Loretta Lynn. We did her museum, toured her home, and those types of things. And then we went on to Nashville for 3 days, and then we did the Nashville thing. We hung out with a friend of mine from high school.
I hung out with a friend of mine from high school, too.
How's it going, David?
Hi, Allison.
And he happens to work at the Ryman Auditorium, so Cherry got to stand on stage where Patsy Cline sang, awesome. And she sang Patsy Cline's song in the same place.
It was it was so awe-inspiring.
You actually also recorded a record at the Ryman.
I did. I recorded a couple of CDs at the Ryman.
If you're not familiar with the Ryman Auditorium, first of all, what rock have you?
Yeah, it's the Grand Church
of Country Music. Yeah. It's the original home of the Grand Ole Opry. And it's in downtown Nashville.
And we also did the Johnny Cash Museum, which was fantastic.
The
Country Music Hall of Fame. And we toured RCA Studio B, which was built originally for Elvis.
Yep. We actually stood in the place where he recorded
How Great Thou Art.
How Great Thou Art.
We stood at the piano. Yeah, it was great.
So, yeah.
And we also loved Las Vegas.
Yeah, we were married in Vegas.
Yes, we were.
By Elvis.
Yes, we were. And we went... Let's see. We also love the beach. I love Virginia Beach personally, and I love going to the mountains, especially in the fall time with all the pretty colors. So that is a great question, and I would love to go back to LA sometime. I loved it.
And I'd like to do a cruise. I'd actually like to do a Disney cruise.
I would too.
Yeah.
But it's not Disney. Well, it's technically...
It's not a Disney park.
It's not a Disney park, but either way. I would just love to do a cruise, period. I haven't done a cruise in ages. What is your least favorite thing about Disney? And please don't say nothing.
The crowds.
It's not the crowd so much.
It's the inconsiderate people in the crowds.
Inconsiderate people, exactly. Just general rudeness is what I don't like.
People that are on mobility assistance devices that run into you and don't pay attention to you.
There's also strollers.
And strollers that run into you. I was going to say strollers that run into you because they're not paying attention to what they're doing. And then people that are just generally inconsiderate. And I don't have to define what being inconsiderate is, I hope.
Yeah, well, and it's not just people who are pushing strollers, because, we have a stroller now, too, and we try really hard not to be that.
It's anyone that's inconsiderate.
Using any sort of device as a battering ram to get people out of your way. But at the same time, like if you're walking around with a stroller and someone jumps in front of you to get around you and then stops right in front of you.
Yeah.
Just general inconsiderate, just being, that's the least favorite thing that I like. But as far as if everyone were nice in the crowd,
I would be fine with it. But you know what, you run into.
But I do get claustrophobic.
You run into the same thing when you go out to the store, when you're out on the interstate. I mean,
485.
If people were just more considerate of those around them, we would be in a lot better place.
Absolutely.
Just throwing that out there.
And thank you, Stephanie, for the question. Those are some great questions. Our friends at Sprinkle Me Disney have a question. Hi, Casey. I hope you're feeling better after your surgery.
Yes.
And agrees. Thank you, Casey. I hope you're feeling better after your surgery. I know you guys are going through it. You're moving and all this stuff. So hi guys, Missy, Elijah, and Casey. Congrats on the subscribers. What do you both of you do for a living? We already told you that.
Work for a bank.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm reading the same questions for it. Never mind. So cute. Josie wanted to make sure you weren't giving her Tsum Tsums away.
Yeah,
I know.
Part of the giveaway were 3 duplicate Tsum Tsums that we have. So.
Like, we would never do that, Josie.
She has quite the collection.
Yeah, she does. Congrats on 200 plus. Our question is, what are you most excited to see, experience in the new Star Wars land?
I won't jump in front of you. Go ahead.
Riding on the Millennium Falcon, baby.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Here's what I'm looking forward to. There is rumor that there's going to be, well, I don't know if it's rumor, it's almost known now, that there's going to be a Star Wars themed resort. And as part of the Star Wars themed resort, as part of the Star Wars themed resort, I've heard rumor that they are going to give you a character that you will become and be immersed into the Star Wars universe. And it would be awesome if this resort had an entrance into the new Star Wars land, similar to the International Gateway for like the Beach Club and Boardwalk and all those boardwalk resorts into International Gateway for Epcot. That way you could walk straight from your Star Wars resort into the Star Wars land and be your character in the park as well.
We aren't going back until Star Wars is done. Heard about the Star Wars resort. Yes, and absolutely.
So I know it would be expensive because it's going to be the new shiny toy and it's going to be crowded.
Yeah, and I guess
but you know what? I don't care because
I'm gonna have to sell my kidney for us to do it, I guess.
Or mine.
But
yeah, that's kind of. I'm interested to see how that whole thing plays out and what characters would be available. Do you have a choice? Is it random?
Yeah.
And how are they gonna? You're supposed to get your own storyline, and how does that play out, and what kind of experience that would be? I think that would be fun.
Right. Great question, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next couple questions comes from Wife Kelly. Congrats on exceeding 200 subscribers.
Thank you.
How long have you been married? 6.5 years.
Yes. Yep.
We got married
coming up on 7 in May.
We got married in May 2011. 2011. That's right. How many times have you been to Disney? Grand total for me, with all the trips, even before him, our upcoming trip in November will be my 15th trip since 2001. Oh my God, that's a lot.
And it will be my 7th trip, including the first time I ever went back in 1977.
Yep. And it'll be Josie's.
It'll be Josie's 4th.
4th. Yep. So thank you, wife Kelly, for your questions. Jessica Brown has asked some questions. Have you ever been on a Disney cruise? No,
but we want to.
That's on the bucket list.
Yeah, we want to.
Have you ever been to any other Disney park besides Walt Disney World? Unfortunately,
no. But we want to.
Yeah. I almost, when I was in LA last May, I really wanted to hop over to Anaheim.
So we're going into the next question, which is which other Disney park would you like to visit?
Obviously
Disneyland
for
sure.
in California, and
Adventure,
Disneyland in Paris for me, or my bucket list ones, because I want to go to Paris anyway. My grandfather was from France. So
and if you're going to go to Paris, you may as well go to Disneyland Paris.
Absolutely. Those are the two that I would love to go to all of them at some point. But let's see. What is the one thing that any Disney first-timer should do on their visit? That's a great question. It really depends on what do you like? Yeah, what your...
but in general, for everyone, I would say experience the nighttime fireworks show at the castle. Mm-hmm. That's a must-do.
I would say ride at least one of the dark rides.
Ride at least one of the dark rides.
Especially one of the ones, so you get a real appreciation for Walt. Ride one of his original ideas, like Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise or Peter Pan's Flight.
Yeah.
Or Pirates.
Or Pirates of the Caribbean, yeah.
I think those are some of the must-dos for a first-timer that you got to make sure you get.
Yeah. And get a Dole Whip.
Yeah, and get a Dole Whip. But really, you want to experience the original Disney flavor.
Right. How do you prefer to go? Let's see. Do you prefer to go with a dining plan or pay for meals individually?
Dining plan.
Absolutely.
We actually were thinking about not doing dining plan, and when we started doing the math,
it just made more sense for us.
We did the standard dining plan, and then we did the math even further and figured out, okay, well, it's going to be more. We're going to end up paying even more if we just.
Might as well just go ahead and do the deluxe.
We went ahead and did the deluxe because even if we were going to come out of pocket for just a few of the meals, the deluxe ended up being a better value. So, dining plan,
we saved $1,000. Yes,
and just said the dining plan they saved $1,000.
Especially if, like for us, food is part of the experience because we're foodies. Right. So we love to try the different restaurants every time we go. So. And doing the dining plan definitely helps.
And with Josie, we got to make sure we get 3 squares. So I mean, yeah.
What is your favorite resort that you stayed at? Polynesian.
How far?
What resort do you want to stay at in the future?
Contemporary.
And Wilderness Lodge.
Yep.
Sorry if you've answered these before.
Animal Kingdom Lodge too.
Animal Kingdom Lodge. I love a Savannah View. Sorry if you've answered these questions before. I'm new to your videos and haven't seen them all. Congrats on your subscribers. Thank you so much. And welcome to the subscriber family. The next set of questions comes from Raylina Through the Haze. I like that name. That's really cool.
Through the Haze.
I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Congratulations on 200 subscribers. Thank you. Who's your favorite Disney villain?
It's tough.
I'm going to say Ursula.
Tough. I'm torn between...
Although I really love Maleficent
too. And Scar is just a straight up killer. I mean, and then
he's got Jeremy Irons' voice.
And then there's Jafar. So I mean, I have to say Maleficent because
she's the OG.
Yeah, Maleficent.
Wicked Queen's good too.
Yeah, Wicked Queen's good too. But I'm gonna say Maleficent.
Who is your favorite Disney sidekick?
Now, when you say sidekick, do you mean some of the Fat Five, like Donald?
Well, I guess it could be whoever hangs out with the main character.
But see, with the Mickey crowd, they're kind of all main characters. They're all main characters.
Sidekicks. Anne says Dory. That's a really good one.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna have to say LeFou.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Because he's so. He's got such hero worship for Gaston, and plus he sings lead on the song Gaston. That's one of my favorite Disney songs. Yeah. So
LeFou's pretty
I kind of like the spin that they did on LeFou in the live action with him kind of realizing what a total jerk
Gilbert Godfrey as the parrot.
Oh, is he Iago? Yeah,
Gilbert Godfrey as Iago. That was pretty good.
That was awesome. What was your very first Disney ride? My very first, when I went for the first time in October 2001, was Pirates of the Caribbean.
You know, my very first Disney ride actually took place in 1977.
So you were just Magic Kingdom.
And it was just Magic Kingdom. And I don't know which one was first, but I remember...
Anne's was the Matterhorn.
That's pretty cool.
Awesome.
I've not ridden the Matterhorn.
I know. Well, we haven't been to Disneyland.
But I would have to... It's either going to be... the three that I remember most from when I was that young, I was like 4 years old. I was Josie's age, and I do still remember it. So if you say kids don't remember it, pish posh, they do, because I do. It was either Pirates of the Caribbean.
Anne says can't help but answer. You guys are so much fun. We love you, Anne.
Answer away.
Absolutely. We love that you're interacting. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. But it was either Pirates of the Caribbean, It's a Small World, or Peter Pan's Flight, because I remember those three distinctly. Or Haunted Mansion. It was one of those four. I remember those rides distinctly from when I was a kid, and there were things that I remembered, you know, stuff coming back, and I was literally saying, so that's where this is. I remember this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yeah.
So thank you, Relena, through the haze, for your questions. Next set of questions comes from Brittany Boppity Boo Britt. Hi, I love the name. I love those two names. That's awesome. What is your favorite movie of all time? I don't know if she means Disney or otherwise.
I take it as favorite movie of all time.
My favorite movie of all time, is Dirty Dancing. But I also love Princess Bride, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and Blazing Saddles.
See, that's really hard for me because I've grown up on movies. My family, we watch movies every single weekend. But
I thought your favorite movie was Field of Dreams. But
I was about to say Field of Dreams, and a close second is The Natural.
It's really good. I think Josie's favorite movie is Guardians of the Galaxy.
And Baby Groot.
Yeah, Baby
But
Groot.
Field of Dreams has a special place in my heart. And Josie, go on in there, baby girl. But The Natural is also near and dear because that's that was a family movie that we all watched together as when I was growing up. So.
Okay, that's a great question. What is your favorite Disney attraction or show? My favorite show currently is Festival of the Lion King.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's a great one.
Back in the day, it used to be the Hunchback of Notre Dame that they used to have at the old Disney MGM studios, but it's no longer there, and it makes me sad.
I'm gonna say Fantasmic.
Oh, I forgot about Fantasmic. Oh,
boom, Fantasmic.
Oh,
because it's fantastical. Fantasmic.
It is.
I'm gonna say Fantasmic.
What is your favorite thing to eat at Disney?
Oh, Dole Whip.
I'm going to go against the grain.
When you dwip, I dwip, we dwip.
I'm going to go against the grain and say the waffle, the Nutella and fruit waffle sandwich at Sleepy Hollow.
That's really good too, but I'm not coming off the Dole. I'm not coming off the Dole Whip.
You're not coming off the Dole Whip.
No.
How long have you been married? Six and a half years. So thank you, Brittany Boppity Boo Britt. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Our next set of questions come from Sarah Gibbs, who won our very first giveaway at 100 subscribers. So hi, Sarah. Go in there, baby.
Hey, we'll call you when it's your
turn. If you could pick one type of souvenir, what would you pick? I really like refrigerator magnets.
Refrigerator magnets, yeah.
For
me, T-shirts.
Yeah. If you're limited for time, what is your go-to snack?
Dwip.
Dole Whip.
You dwip, I dwip, we dwip.
Yeah, I think if you're limited on time, I think
if you're not saying dwip after you watch this, then something's wrong.
Dwip. What is your favorite Disney restaurant? Art Smith's Homecoming. There's so many, but yeah. So thank you, Sarah. Courtney Kendig has a couple of questions. Hi, Courtney. What Disney character is Josie's favorite at the moment? I think she answered it. It was Chewbacca.
Well, let's see if it's different now.
It could be.
Hey, Josie. Come here, baby girl.
Josie.
All right, come here. Come here. All right, you have a question to answer. Who is your favorite Disney character?
Star Wars with Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
Hey, we stayed consistent with
Chewbacca. Thank you. Thank you, baby girl.
Thank you, Josie.
Love the video. Love the video as always. Thank you. How many times have you guys visited Disney parks? We've answered that. Thank you so much, Courtney.
7 for me.
And it'll be 15 for me.
Wow. And 4 for this will be 4 for Josie.
Yep. Next set of questions comes from Anna W. Hi, Anna. What is your favorite park? For me, it's Magic Kingdom.
I gotta say Magic Kingdom, and the reason for that is
Nostalgia.
It's nostalgia, and if you think about Disney, everything that you think about is there. You have the castle, you have the princesses, you have the Mickey characters, you have the Dumbo ride, which is a classic, you have Pirates of the Caribbean. Everything that you think about for Disney is like that's iconic, that goes back to the beginning, is at Magic Kingdom. So that's yeah.
What is Josie's favorite ride?
Let's ask her.
No,
You
I
know,
can know
Seven
Seven
Dwarfs
Dwarfs
Mine
Mine Train.
Yeah, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
And likes Magic Kingdom too.
If you ask her about what her favorite ride is every time, it's Seven
Dwarfs
Mine
Mine Train.
Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
No, it may change after she rides some of the new rides since she's 40 inches now.
So she can ride some new stuff.
Josie's favorite character, she's
Chewbacca.
Yes, it's Chewbacca right now. What is Josie's favorite Tsum Tsum? That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Hey, Josie, what's your favorite Tsum Tsum? Chewbacca. She does have a Chewbacca.
She has a Chewbacca
yeah,
Tsum Tsum.
that's right. What is Josie's favorite Halloween costume? Well, she went as Elena of Avalor this year. Well, she had three different ones,
She did
really.
Princess Josie which was actually Princess Minirella.
Yeah.
If
you saw the Bippity Boppity Boutique
yeah, it's
vlog.
the Bippity Boppity Boutique dress that she had, and she also had an Elena of Avalor dress. And she also did her Finding Dory.
Yeah, she was Dory
dress.
last year, but she wanted to do it
fit.
again this year.
I think the Elena was her favorite. Though.
Yeah, my favorite for her though is still the Chewbacca with the
Oh
mini ears when she was 2 years old.
Mini Baka.
She
had a
Chewbacca
outfit with mini ears on.
But she was demanding to wear the mini ears. Oh my God,
the Chewbacca thing's going back now.
Full circle.
Starting to come around. So when she meets Chewbacca again, I bet that's going to be a fun interaction.
Yes, it is. Do you all like dressing up for Halloween? Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't really get to do it this year, but Halloween.
I wear a skeleton on my back.
Yeah, Halloween for me is just a time to just let loose with makeup and do crazy eye looks. So, if you saw my Instagram or my Twitter, you saw that. So, yes, we love Halloween. What is your favorite candy? Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Yeah, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
I could eat an entire bag of those miniatures.
Yeah, I like the
Reese's
Peanut Butter Cups. But I also like the Nestle, the miniature Nestle Crunch Bars. Those are pretty good.
How many times have you visited Disney World? We've answered that one. How many times have you visited Disneyland?
None, sadly, but soon, hopefully.
What is your favorite Disney snack? We've answered that.
When you do it, I do it, we do it. That's going to keep happening.
Waffle sandwich. And what is your favorite Disney restaurant? We've answered that. Okay, so thank you, Anna. Thank you so much.
Ohana means family, and no one gets left behind.
That's right. So we have some questions from Conman123. I think that's my friend Maria, her son's YouTube channel. So hi Connor, hi Maria.
What's up?
How do you keep Josie entertained on the trip down? That's a great question.
Well, one, she sleeps.
If she
naps, but we also have an iPad for her.
Yeah, we bought a first generation iPad a couple of years ago for Christmas. That you can get them pretty cheap on Amazon.
But we loaded Frozen onto it.
We loaded Frozen
onto it. So you can load
a
movie onto it, and she has a bunch of games.
Yeah, a bunch of
educational games,
toddler education games, which she conquered by the time she turned 3 years old.
She's like at the 6-year-old level on some of these games.
Yeah,
now. She's only 4.
She's really good.
Yep.
And where did you get the name Disney Beams?
Well, it's Disney, and our last name is Beam.
I actually held a Twitter thing. I actually held I guess the name thing.
Well, I choose the name, and that's what came up. But,
and I came up with Beams of Disney Light, and then it was actually Sprinkle Me Disney that suggested, how about Disney Beams? It's almost like a takeoff on the Disney Dream, which is one of the Disney cruise line.
No, I never even thought about that.
Yeah, so actually Sprinkle Me Disney helped.
I just thought it was because it was Disney and then her last name.
But it worked really well though. So
Disney Beams.
Yeah. What is the one thing you would recommend when going to Disney? You think think any age would like? That's a really great question.
The fireworks show at the castle.
The fireworks show. I would do a fireworks show.
And then I would do the stage show too, and then I would take part in some of the parades because
Well, there's really only one now.
Well, you got the Move It, Shake It.
Oh, so two. Well, three technically.
And if
no,
you have
two.
If you have opportunity, I would do some of the after parties. They have like the Halloween party and the Christmas party. Those are really awesome. The Christmas party has a parade that ends the night, and it's actually the only parade.
And now that is a separate ticketed item, so you have to buy a separate ticket for that.
But if you have the opportunity, it's worth it.
Yeah, I would also suggest doing at least like I said before, doing one of the original Walt ideas.
Yeah,
like
one of the dark
Carousel of Progress.
Carousel of Progress is another
Jungle Cruise. It's a Small World. Just something that.
And if you like the thrill rides, you can't go to Disney World without riding Space Mountain. It's the oldest ride in the park.
But not every age can do this.
Yeah,
that's what her question was why any age.
My bad, but Space Mountain. I mean,
and take in one of the restaurants, one of the sit-down one of the table service restaurants.
Yeah. And if you can do a signature, do a signature. Because people discount the food experiences that you can have, but you've got some really world-class chefs that come and are running some of these restaurants. So take advantage of the food opportunities.
So thank you, Connor and Maria, for those questions. Next set of questions comes from Disney Tea Time. What kind of music do you listen to?
She listens to everything.
Everything. I listen to everything from opera to heavy metal to country, classic country, not the bro country crap that's out now. Americana. Mm-hmm. I love Americana. Alternative country. I do like some hip hop, but it's mostly like old school hip hop from the 80s and early 90s. And
I'm more of a rock and roll kind of guy.
And of course I love rock and roll.
Yeah, I like 80s rock. I like classic rock from the 70s, like Led Zeppelin and that kind of stuff. But also Metallica and Pantera and those types of things too. So I mean, Foo Fighters. I mean, they're like the last great rock band on the planet. So Dave Grohl, please say rock and roll.
Please. How did you two meet? We talked about
First
that.
grade.
So thank you, Disney Tea Time, for the questions.
Yes, thank you.
Our friend Holly Hancock has
Go Hawks! Yes,
yeah.
Thank
She
you.
said first off, go Hawks, go Kane.
Hey, and how about your man Baron Corbin?
Yeah,
US champion.
Baron.
Yeah, we know your buddies.
Yeah,
U.S. champion.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
If you could pick one breakfast, one lunch, and one dinner from Disney, what would they be? Oh, that's good.
It's really hard.
I would say breakfast at Ohana.
Yes.
Well, no. Okay, because we know we're going to go with dinner at Ohana. I would say breakfast
Garden Grill
at Garden Grill at Epcot. Lunch at Art Smith's Homecoming.
Yes.
In Disney Springs.
And dinner at Ohana.
At the Polynesian.
Yep.
That's a great question.
Now here, you could throw in breakfast at Akershus.
Akershus breakfast is really good.
Really good too.
Yeah. What's Josie's must-dos at Disney World? Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
And
Princesses.
And Princesses. And you know what? Peter Pan's Flight.
And Peter Pan's Flight. Yes, those are her favorite.
And Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. And Goofy's Barnstormer.
Yes.
And wait, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Yes.
Did we say Seven Dwarfs Mine Train?
Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Because that's what she says.
Yes. And she wants to see the castle.
And the castle, yes. Can I go to Disney with the Disney beams? Yes, you can.
You absolutely can, but we're not paying for you.
Yeah, you have to pay for it. Sorry.
But yes, you can absolutely.
Absolutely. We'd love to hang out. She said, love you guys. We love you too, Holly. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Next set of questions comes from Find and Seek Vlog. Congrats on reaching 200 subs. Thank you. What is your favorite deceased ride / attraction at any of the Disney parks?
I'm gonna say the Snow White ride.
Oh, Snow White Scary Adventure.
But Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is hard.
Well, neither of us really got to ever ride that. So,
I did.
Well, you did, and when you were a kid, and that makes me sad because I never got to.
I'll say Snow White Scary Adventure because I mean that was one of the classic Walt rides, and they took it out, but they did add Seven Dwarfs Mine Train to represent Snow White. So I mean, but yeah, that one.
Awesome. For me, it's going to be the old Hunchback of Notre Dame show that used to be at Disney MGM Studios. To me, it was actually better than
Well, that was your favorite show.
Yes, it was like total Broadway. It was Broadway quality. To me, it was actually better than Festival of the Lion King.
Festival of the Lion King's pretty good
and
too.
I wanted to cry when I found out that they were knocking that down to make way for that motor cars, whatever it is.
That thing that's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that and I'm gonna say Maelstrom too.
Yeah, Maelstrom. I mean, I know they.
I do love Frozen Ever After,
and I
but
know the ride is basically the same.
But
as far as the actual mechanics, and it's the same boats. They kept the same boats, but now it's.
But I love Maelstrom.
Maelstrom was.
Yeah.
The little ride that could.
It really was. I loved it. What has been your favorite character meet and greet at Disney? I think we covered that.
Yep, we did.
The Flying Creeper says hello. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hello. Yeah, definitely. We covered that one already.
Yeah, the
Talking Mickey
and the Sorcerer Mickey and the Elena.
Yes. If you were to get evacuated from any Disney ride, which ride would it be? Okay, is that evacuated as in you love the ride and you want to see what's inside,
or we're always on it,
or you're getting stuck and you can't stand the ride and you want to get off really quick.
It's a small world if it's that.
I love Small World, but the song
but the song gets stuck in your head.
Yeah. If it's the ride that you love, if it's the ride that you love and you want to see what's going on, Haunted Mansion, totally, absolutely, yeah. That would be, or Pirates of the Caribbean. That would be cool.
That's a good one too.
So thank you, Find and Seek Vlog. We have an Instagram question from my friend Maria. I will give you a free subscription. This for the vids. Thank you.
Okay.
What has Josie's favorite thing been so far on your trips?
Seven Dwarfs
Mine Train.
Yeah, which makes me happy because I'm a roller coaster junkie, and the fact that she loves roller coasters and isn't scared of them. Yes.
Yeah.
Means I can ride roller coasters with my daughter, and that's awesome.
And so our last question after 86 minutes. Oh my God, I can't believe we've been on here 86 minutes on a Friday night. Came from Twitter, and as our friend Daggy, she asked another question.
Yep.
Who's Josie's favorite princess? Josie, you want to come in here and answer, and then we can sign off and let you guys be.
Yeah. Josie,
come here, baby.
Come here.
So Josie,
okay, you have a question.
You have a question.
You have the last question.
You have the very last question of the night. Who is your favorite Disney princess? Oh, come on. Quit being shy.
I see the wheels turning. Who's your favorite
Who's your favorite Disney princess?
Dory.
Dory's not a princess.
She's not a princess.
Someone like Elena or Cinderella, Aurora,
Ariel,
or Moana. She's technically a princess.
Yeah, well, she's not a princess. Remember?
Yeah, she is.
So who's your favorite Disney princess? I know it's hard. I know you love all of them. So who?
Caris.
Who?
Caris.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Caris is Brian and Laura's daughter.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No, your favorite Disney princess.
I was not against it. Moana.
Moana.
Okay,
so
she's the chief's daughter, but
so tonight it's Moana.
So yeah, you ask her again another night. It's going to be Elena or
Aurora or Snow White or
Cinderella or she really loves all the princesses.
She does.
So. All right.
Every time we leave a princess, she says, "I want more princesses."
Yeah, she does. She does. So, well, finally, after 88 minutes, that is our Q&A. Thank you guys. If you're watching this after the live feed, thank you so much for joining us.
And if you actually watched the entire 88 minutes, bless
you're
you.
awesome. And Dover, you rock. I know you've been on here the whole time. You totally rock. I think the next video we're going to film, you guys have been great. Thank you, Ann. I think the next video we're going to film is our top 5 rides at Epcot. And then, don't know yet.
Yeah.
You're being silly.
I think it's time to sign off.
It is totally time to sign off. So for, what's your name? What's your name?
Josie.
Josie Cooch.
I'm Cherry. We are the Disney Beans. And, hey Josie.
Josie, you want to help sign off?
How do we always end our videos?
Yeah. Babies. Look.
That translates into
Love, peace,
rock, and a little bit of pixie dust.
All right, see ya.
So, bye guys. Well, see you real soon. Finish.